Cheryls Home Cooking, and today what I'm going to show you is how I make my homemade chocolate cake. So the ingredients that you'll start out with is 2 cups of white sugar. I'll place that in my mixing bowl. One 3/4 cup of flour. 3/4 cup of cocoa powder. 1½ teaspoons of baking soda. And 1½ teaspoons of baking powder. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. To mix all the dry ingredients together. To the dry ingredients, I have 1 cup of boiling water. 1 cup of milk. 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. 2 eggs. This cake is nice and chocolatey. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And that's all there is to it, to this homemade chocolate cake mix. I'm going to increase my blender just a little bit. You want to make sure everything's mixed good. Now that it's all mixed well, I'll turn my mixer off. Make sure your oven is preheated at 350 because you'll be baking this for about 30 to 35 minutes until you stick a toothpick in and it comes out clean. So I'll cut the bottom of my pan. Scraping the sides, making sure that I have everything mixed good. And now I'll pour it in. Doesn't that look nice and chocolatey? So now I'll place it in my oven. And let it bake for about 30 to 35 minutes. And that's it. Now it's time to take my cake out of the oven. Doesn't that look good? So I'll set this off to the side to cool. And then I'll frost it. Now that my cake has cooled, I'll frost it with cream cheese frosting, which is homemade. And this is going to be so yummy. So this cake really tastes really good. It's so nice and chocolatey, and nothing like making it homemade rather than a box. I mean, don't get me wrong, I make box cakes too, but it's special just to make something homemade. So it's not only homemade cake, but homemade frosting as well. And that was just enough frosting. Now, who can resist a piece of cake like this? This is just so yummy and so chocolatey, and with the cream cheese frosting, it's really good. So thank you so much for watching me make my homemade chocolate cake, and please follow me on Facebook under Home Cooking with Cheryl, and on Twitter, Home Cooking with C. I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.